How can I study free of charge when I want to go to the US as an international student? Now I know that's a big, bold question, and I want to share 5 thoughts here, probably the 5th one being the most surprising. But let's blast to the first 4 real quick as a reminder, because many of you have probably heard of the first 4 already, but you need to understand them before we then go to number 5. Idea number 1 out of those 5, how you can get a full scholarship in the United States, or how you can study there for free, which essentially that is with getting a full scholarship, is if you're, this is known, this is not no news, but if you are an outstanding student, if you have some amazing grades, some accomplishment in the SAT test or the ACT test, there are other videos on these tests, right? But there are essentially exams that you need to have in place after your high school graduation when you want to enter and do your bachelor's degree in the US, and there are other tests that you have to have in place after your bachelor's degree if you then want to do a master's degree in the US. Again, different videos, but obviously this is a topic that is mostly related to scholarships. When most people think about scholarships, they think of strong academic performance. Number 2, sports. If you are an amazing athlete, meaning you have ever ran, swam, you golfed, you ran, you played for your country, and let's say you won the national team, you won the national championships. If you're really good, if you're an outstanding athlete, then your chances of getting a full scholarship in the US are also increased, because the whole sports culture and athletic performance is highly valued at US colleges. Not going into more detail in this video, but just as a reminder for you. Now, number 3 is the need-based admission in the US. There are universities out there, not all of them, but some that say, you know what, just get in, and once you're in, we're going to sponsor you in case your family can't. For example, some of the Ivy League universities, again, for those you have to be really outstandingly, you have to be a really good student to get in, but once you're, the way to get in is because of a need-blind admission policy. So universities at this level don't look at the financial capabilities of your family. They make themselves blind as it relates to the financial need you would need to pay for the university, to be fair, because they don't want to make an admission decision on your financial solidity. And then once you're in, there's this list, essentially, if you want to imagine it, where your family is being scanned. Are you coming from a family that has multi-millionaires? Then the university will say, well, you can pay us, you are able to afford us, now here's the bill. Or you're coming from a family that is more on the lower financial spectrum, and then the university is working with a need-blind policy, will then follow up with a need-match policy, meaning they will match the need that it takes to get that college education. That's number 3, a need-based scholarship. And then category number 4 is a little bit different from the first 3, because those are external scholarships. Whether it's academic, sports, or need-based aid from the university, a category number 4 could be an external sponsor, a company, an external foundation that says, here's your scholarship so that you can study in the US for free. Those should all seem familiar to you. Thought number 5 now, as I promised to you in the beginning of this video, may be the game changer that you need. Here's why. Because the idea, how can I study for free in the US, springs from, well, it needs to be for free, otherwise I can't afford it. Think again. What I'm about to share, or what I'm sharing now, is this. Universities in the US aren't all super expensive, and even though they are, even though they are expensive and they may not offer you a full scholarship, they may offer you a big partial scholarship, or they are naturally cheap, meaning they enter the realm of affordability for you and your family. So that maybe asking yourself the question, how can I study in the US for free, isn't the right one, because it's like a very black or white approach, but the world is, has more gray shades. The world isn't black or white. maybe getting the cost down is enough for you and your family to afford it, if you can bring the cost down enough. Now here's the thing. When you speak to your family or you sponsor the US education yourself, you probably know how much financial backup you have or your family has. You can ask them. The information that you're missing probably is, well, based on my profile, how much does the university still cost for me and does it match? Is that partial scholarship and the remaining cost in alignment with what I can afford? You are about to find out if you want to take the next step. So under this video, I'm not kidding, there is a link where we will do the work for you and help you find out whether you can match your resources, financially speaking, to the university. We offer free consultations. It doesn't matter where you are on this planet. If you register below the video, you're going to get a free phone call. It takes like 15 to 20 minutes, where one of our experts will call you and essentially asks you about your goals, what do you want? And then also asks you, what do you bring to the table? So that we can run a quick financial assessment for you. We're going to give you those numbers on the phone so you understand, okay, this is how much I would have to pay in the US. And we're also going to be following up with you free of charge still with a PDF assessment or an email assessment. It doesn't matter whether there's a PDF in it or not, but you will get an email individualized for your profile so you can have an educated discussion with your family or your financial sponsors and see, hey, okay, maybe that financial gap isn't even there, or it's really small. Maybe you're just missing a few $100 to make it happen. You just don't know yet. So don't make this video be a waste of your time. Take that first step, register for a free consultation. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this channel and you don't want to miss out on new content, subscribe as well. We wish you all the best to your future, and until next time.